Okay. Sorry about that. I'm a little late, a couple minutes late to USC versus University of Florida here. This is a Division II matchup between these two schools. Let's see how they're doing. So, okay, I think I might be missing two games. But USC, they've only won once against Wash U. And University of Florida has also won once. So there are only three teams in their group that have only won one match, and these are two of them. So the third one is UTRGV. Wussel has. Wussel, I don't know if that's a good one to call them Wussel. Wash U from St. Louis has two wins, and they have one match against Carnegie Mellon left. So if they lose that game, we could see a couple teams tied at two. And UTRGV has a match against ASU, who will likely. It looks like ASU will be winning that match. So yeah, I think whoever loses this match today might not make it to playoffs, which means the winner would make playoffs. So this is a huge match between these two teams. And Florida actually has one player who I think might be playing from mobile. So that'll be really interesting. What's up, Jag? How's it going? Good to see you. Sorry I'm late, but we're here now. Right now I'm following Quentin, the board 2 from USC. And the other board that I see is Sam. So we're missing Far Octopus and Veronica. Two female players from USC. Okay, we have a game from Veronica. Now let me make sure that I'm following Morgan. Far Octopus. Oh. USC has their own Twitch stream. Well, make sure when you set that up, you let me know. And we'll definitely give you guys a follow and help you out. Okay. Well, Jag, if you wanted to, maybe you could hop on a call and we could do some commentary together if you wanted to. Otherwise, I could probably find someone else or just do it on my own. You'd love to? Okay, cool. Yeah, let me hop on the Twitch general call, and then you can just join it when you're ready. Make sure you're following the games and stuff. Let me follow. Yeah, I could. Yeah, that would be nice. And then yeah, let me announce that I'm live. Okay, let's actually look at Sam versus Dare Dare. So Sam only has 30 seconds on the clock.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello, Jaden.
Oh, I need to exit out of Twitch. There's like an echo.
Oh yeah, you can probably hear me twice now.
Yep,
So
and
you just mute
myself.
the stream. Yeah.
I sound weird.
Well, you sound normal to me, so it's
Oh,
important.
oh, awesome.
So Dare Dare's a national master here. Top board from University of Florida. Uh, against Sam Hessian. So that's about 1,000 rating point difference. which
Well,
is going to be
but
tough.
Sam, given enough time, can make some genius plays.
That's definitely true. Did you know that both these teams have only won one match so far this season?
Really, that's surprising. I feel like
Yeah,
there aren't that many national masters in division. Wait, what division is this?
this
Oh,
is
this is in
Division
Division
2.
4.
No, this is D2.
I'm used to B team. Whoops.
Yeah. Um so anyways, Sam, oh, with 1 second left.
Oh, that hurts. Oh well, maybe
But
some 97 action if that rook moves.
yeah, that's true.
H6. I don't know.
Yeah, H6 is a good idea, I think. Just trying to stir up some trouble. But Dare should be able to convert this, I think, with all that time.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of chances for both sides, but one oh wait, Sam's down a rook.
Sam's down material big time. Yeah. They lost a piece um in exchange, so they're down a rook now. They do have the bishop pair though, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. So
Yeah.
2 seconds, one
Oh,
second. Oh, and Black had that
well,
pre-moved. 2.7 seconds.
yeah, I think that Dare is gonna close this one out.
Yeah,
What's his
we could look at
name?
Ugly versus Quinton.
Yeah, sure. Ooh,
Um,
Evans Gambit. I respect the Evans Gambit.
yeah, I love playing against the Evans Gambit with the white pieces.
Why is that?
I just like the pawn. I think that, or let's see. No, with the black pieces, right? Yeah, white's the side that gives up the pawn. So I myself don't
Yep.
play the Evans Gambit, and yeah, Quinton plays bishop to d6 here, which is very interesting, and then eventually brings the bishop back to e7. Uh,
Those that G6 square and that F5 square are very weak.
so g6 and f5. Yeah, definitely. After you play a move like f6, you weaken some of the light squares, but yeah, it looks like black is doing pretty well here. I mean, Quinn just grabbed the second pawn, and now it looks like white has made a mistake here, I think.
I
Rook.
don't think he
Oh,
should have given
no.
up E4.
I think if bishop takes g3, white had rook takes g3. So, oh, that's got to be a mistake. Knight.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
knight
hold
takes on
on.
f3. So, Ugly is in some time pressure and only has 10 seconds. Quinn also under a minute, but much better position. Two pawns plus an exchange now.
And
So
Quentin is a dirty bullet player.
yeah, so you've played all of these players on the USC team, right?
I've had the honor of getting destroyed by all of them.
So you can oh, what is up with this move?
Uh, Probably
Oh,
defending
wait.
against rook takes A2.
Oh, I think Ugly just is throwing pieces around now. Yeah, there's another piece trying to
Yeah.
make fast moves, but oh, the queen coming
He
in.
he got the battery. King F8, bishop F5 or something. I
King
don't know.
f8, bishop g6. Like it doesn't work
Bishop.
though. Like black is not getting mated. What's up, Cheshawa? How you doing? But losing the exchange, I don't know. What if a sacrifice? I mean, there's a knight and a pawn covering e5.
I like that idea.
Like you could go to f8 and still be fine actually, but e7 as well. So I mean, queen takes g7 is annoying. Like it
Ooh.
looks very dangerous. But I don't think that you're like lost. You just have
Yeah. Well,
to. Yeah, here
I
you
mean,
can block. I think queen e6 might have been a little bit better. Oh, the
oh,
bishop takes now on e2, so white forgot about that.
I forgot about it too. That was.
Um, and the rook is defended, so yeah, you could just
Yeah.
take the queen and trade this. Yeah, very smart. Rook
Oh, and that bishop on
takes.
G3. Oh wait, it's White's move. Sorry,
Yeah,
first time commentating.
no, it's okay. Yeah, so black should just be able to convert this. The only pressure is the time. Well, so Wikipedia's in the chat too. So Dare did end up winning their game, as to be expected. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I think this match is what's really exciting about it is that just how the division is set up or how their group is, the standings. Um, I think the winner will move on and the loser's eliminated, which is crazy. It's like a playoff game.
That's so tense.
Yeah, and USC's got their work cut out for them considering Dare is a national master, but um, Quinton should be able to convert this one, and that
Mhm.
bishop is close to being trapped. Yeah, that bishop is. Oh
That
man,
bishop's
yeah, no, King
rook h1.
H3. Yeah, or Rook H1. Oh, but checkmate on the
Oh,
board. Yeah, very
oh
nice
man.
mating pattern here. That might
What
as
is
well
that even
be
called?
a hook mate, something like
Like,
that. But oh, and all the games are just finished. So Veronica, top board from USC, won her game, and Morgan Far Octopus beat Andrew Kennedy, who is the leader from Florida. So losing the top board has to be expected, but USC getting the job done on the other boards. So USC has a 3-1 lead here going into the second round.
I love these like kind of these near rating, kind of really tense situation games because the endings are just unpredictable. You really have no idea who's gonna find what miraculous move under time pressure.
Yeah, sometimes lower division matches are like more fun to commentate than higher division matches. Um, but yeah, like Far Octopus versus Andrew Kennedy, they're both mid 1800s. We just missed on that one. Morgan finding a nice checkmate there with a queen side attack.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, we have another game underway.
Yeah,
Dare
more,
against Morgan. I,
and looks like we've got an English, Anglo-Indian opening, and then looks like Veronica's also started her game with Ugly.
yeah.
Ugly.
So I think Dare is gonna win every single game today. At least that's what should be expected. Um,
Hmm.
so really, the team's just trying to get to 8.5 points for the win, and if Dare can sweep USC, that's 4 out of the 8.5 right there, which is huge. But if Dare's the only player that's gonna get wins, like we saw in that first round, USC should be able to win this easily. So it's not always about the strength of the player; it's about the strength of the team. But
It's
like,
really strange to think about chess as a team game other than Bughouse.
well, yeah, I mean, and people are expecting us to do Bughouse tournaments, which is gonna be super exciting. But
Wait, that's amazing.
yeah, it'd be great. So we'll definitely have to plan that one out at some point, maybe after the season. But yeah, USC got 3 points in that first round, so they're gonna try to keep having good results on the bottom three boards. And of course, Dare is not perfect. There's room for error for sure. And if any of these USC players can beat Dare, that would be a huge upset.
That would go in our favor and give us a lot more momentum. I mean, sorry, not it would go in their favor. Sorry.
No, it's all good. This is what I get for inviting a USC player to do commentary in a USC
It,
match.
it's gonna be hard. It's hard to not sound biased.
Exactly. What's up, Raiden? Thank you for the follow. And Kim Stud is here asking who the guest is. So, do you stream on your own personal channel or no?
Me?
Yes.
No, this is my first time ever doing anything in public in chess whatsoever.
I feel like you were on an interview once after.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So a few weeks ago, I jokingly asked Joe if he wanted USC players to do an interview, and he said yes. So now here we are.
Yeah. So this is not your first time on Twitch. You might feel
Second.
like it is because you're actually like providing commentary or whatever, but this is the second time you've been invited on stream. So you've been here before. You're natural. You're professional.
I appreciate it, and as always, thanks for having me.
Well, I really liked the idea of having interviews after the match, which was just like, I mean, I've done it before last season for the finals. But why I haven't been doing it this season, I think it's mostly because you were like the first person to really ask, and having people in the chat or just anyone in the league suggesting any ideas is really appreciated. So I really, really like that idea, and And now here you are. Actually, also another thing that caught my attention is you were saying that you might start a stream for USC. So does USC have a Twitch channel?
I learned that we had a Twitch channel about an hour ago when Veronica suggested that I do, that I stream our game, because I was kind of joking that I would come on as a commentator on our group chat, and then if there just wasn't a stream, then I would stream it ourselves. And then Veronica said, "Oh, you can actually do that. We have a channel." And I was like, "What?"
Do you know what the channel is?
Uh, yeah, I think it's called. No, I have to look it up. I think
Uh,
it's just Trojan Chess, no capital. Uh,
Twitch doesn't distinguish between capital letters for usernames.
oh, got it.
Let's see. Yeah, Trojan Chess shout out worked. Um, Also, people want to know who you are. So your name is Jaden.
Yeah, hey everyone. My name is Jaden. I go to USC and I play on the B team. And we had our match earlier today, and now I'm kind of here to commentate on the A team. Give my 1500 opinion.
It's very valuable. Um, and I know Kemstud is also a player. Um, Maybe I could invite him on for some Yale commentary. Maybe Chess Jawa could also do some U Chicago commentary. Who knows? We had Wikipedia on earlier for an interview for his Temple game. So, um, oh, and Kandakaro Win was also doing commentary. He's a player from UTA. So really, I mean, all today we're just bringing in as many people as possible. Uh, okay, what do you think about F5 here?
Wow. Yeah. Before F5, I wanted to comment on the position without F5. It's about completely equal in every way for both sides, but Black does have that isolated D pawn. And the
Exactly.
plan that I was expecting for White was to trade off the bishop, kind of form a queen rook batter. Oh my god, he blundered. I didn't even notice that pawn was hanging. But before that, I read in a book somewhere that normally, if you're playing against the isolated pawn, you want to trade off all the minor pieces so there's no possible counterplay, form a queen rook battery against the isolated pawn, and then try and push against it.
Yeah,
And
so
sorry.
I just agree with everything. F5 definitely just stands out to me as kind of like an unnecessary idea and very weakening idea as well in general. But yeah, that the queen pawn that's isolated here is definitely a target for White, and White decides not to trade down queens here, which is very interesting. Um,
Yeah.
so if
That might have been the point of F5 to prevent an E4 push at some point, but maybe. But I don't think that E4 was really much of a threat.
yeah, E4 definitely could have been something. Um, that is a good point. So F5 does have some purpose, but you do drop A7.
Oh,
Oh, and now,
and
yeah, so black
seven.
fails to see that, yeah, E6 is hanging. That's one of the drawbacks of this F pawn move is that F7 was defending E6, no longer defending that anymore. So, but not only that,
Yeah.
after the rook left, the queen's, I mean, I guess there is rook here. No, that was just lost. So that was a blunder, unfortunately, from Far
Mm-hmm.
Octopus.
And
So,
Derrida's going to take another game.
yep. And what game do you want to look at now?
Let's just browse. Sam's game looks pretty tame. Looks like we're gonna have a rook trade. Uh, whoa, let's look at Veronica's game.
Yeah, I was just there. She's up a lot on the clock, about 2 minute advantage, and she has a really nice king side attack brewing. Um,
Do you think we're gonna see rook h3, and then some pressure along that file?
well,
Not anymore.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just that this bishop now is trying to control like g4 and h3 a little bit. So, I was thinking that the queen come to the h file first, and that's what Veronica did. I think the computer interestingly liked queen g2, which is trying to put the rook in front of the queen and attack this way, which is really interesting. But yeah, here black's just trying to trade off queens, which makes a lot of sense. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I think Veronica shouldn't allow the queen trade, but I don't. I guess queen g4 again.
Yeah, what's really interesting is like instinctively, I want to leave the queen on because white is the side that's attacking. Uh, but the computer disagrees with me, which is very interesting. Uh,
Computer recommends queen takes f7.
yeah, computer says to trade here. That's a very computer-like move, and that apparently is the only move for white to hold initiative. But I would expect, yeah, something like queen g4, or maybe even queen h3 from Veronica, and then maybe just this e pawn break will hit the queen that way. So maybe Veronica will see that and actually go for this trade. Yeah,
Oh,
she
there it
does.
is.
Yeah, so now the queens are off the board, so the kings are significantly safer, which can't be too pleasant for Veronica, knowing that she had this really strong attack that could have happened. But her position's still really good, and I
Yeah.
like, yeah, black just opening up the b file, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it looks like it's a battle of whose pieces are better right now, and I can't tell which is worse, white's knight on c3 or black's bishop on f6. I, hmm.
Um,
I
yeah,
could.
I mean, I think white definitely just favored here. Just they have more space, and black has a lot of these pieces left on the back rank. And yeah, that bishop is really really bad on c8.
Yeah. Well, I
And
guess the bishop on d2 could see brighter days as well, but maybe an eventual, I don't know, bishop a5 or something maneuver. Knight
yeah,
on f8. Sorry.
I was just gonna say the piece activity is really important, but also the clock advantage is huge for Veronica here. And black's just trying to
Oh.
use the b file, which makes sense. That's really what they
Mm-hmm.
have going for them right now. So probably like, planning rook to b7. Yeah, so they do double. I was gonna say Veronica maybe try to contest that with rook b1. Uh,
Yeah, I like her control of the b1 square with the bishop and the knight, so I was going to say that too.
mm-hmm.
But it
So
looks like we're going to get a slide in now.
yeah, I think she's gonna try to trade off these rooks, which makes sense because those are the most active pieces that black has.
Mm-hmm. Wonder where that knight's going.
Well, it's just leaving. It's leaving the back rank. So yeah, Veronica trades off both pairs of rooks. She's gonna decide between taking with bishop or knight here. He
I
takes
would
with
say
knight.
bishop. Oh,
Hmm. Yeah, I
I
mean,
wonder.
you were saying earlier the knight on c3 wasn't too good, so maybe she's gonna move her dark square bishop and go. No, she puts her knight on
Oh,
a3, probably to
huh.
c2 to b4,
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah. I like
this.
the maneuver you thought of, where like
Oh,
the knight would eventually find its way to e5.
I'm liking bishop a6 to b7. Veronica sees that immediately as well. She takes here, but now bishop
Ooh.
b7. Yeah, huge. She's gonna win. She's gonna
Mm-hmm.
win a pawn here. She can ignore that threat in the center because she has everything else protected, I believe. Well, okay. Actually, what black
Yeah.
wants to do is take on d4 and then take on d2. King takes. Oh no, they're not
Oh,
winning.
and we have.
No, so see, this is a different line. Because now the knight is guarding d4, the king is guarding d4, so I was expecting them to capture, and then they would have this fork at the end, knight f3 hitting the king and the h pawn.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
Veronica's just gonna win this game.
I guess knight f5. I don't know if it's possible to defend e3. Oh, okay.
Well, I guess the h pawn's really weak, anyways. But yeah, Veronica can just take on a7 and then get that a pawn rolling.
Mm-hmm. The outside passed pawns are so strong in the end game. Like, but yeah, being up. Wait, is she up to one pawn or two pawns? What? Two? Okay.
She's up to.
This can. I don't know why it took me a long time to ever figure that
That's
out.
okay. I cheated. I looked at there's like a plus sign of material next to. Okay, Veronica's not moving. She finally takes on a7, and black has a response immediately. Oh, she's just rolling the c pawn.
Oh, and that works. Yeah,
Yeah, I
bishop
mean it
a5.
should win bishop b4, bishop a5 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
all those
So with
squares.
check, this is winning a piece, but she
Mm-hmm.
gives up
And so much.
e3, Yeah, and the bishop takes with check too. Probably king d7. But then, okay, there goes another pawn.
Uh,
She gives up the knight for it. She's still winning.
no, but
Bishop.
now bishop b6.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then she forces the trade.
Yep. Bishop takes, knight takes, and then you want to push the a pawn. Oh, I like this move. This is deadly. Just trapping
Oh,
that knight in there.
yeah,
Oh my god.
king
I don't
f,
know. Yugli
king
made a
f2.
move with 0 times left on his clock. He needs to. Okay, this is dangerous though. Well, okay, no,
How?
the king's just too far. Never mind. Because I just noticed that the promotion square's on a dark square and she's a light square bishop. So it's like, there's potential for a draw on that. But, okay, Veronica, though, she knows her technique. The king was too far to catch it, and she gets her second point. Um, but looks like Andrew Kennedy from Florida gets his first point, and Quinton also is 2 for 2. So USC still maintains a 2 point advantage going into this third round.
Yes.
So only 2 players from Florida have gotten points so far. The bottom 2 boards have lost both their games to USC's top 2 boards. So they're gonna try to get some points in the second half to keep it
All right.
close. So here,
We,
let's look at Morgan's game.
all right. Looks like we've got Caro Khan, and I guess this kind of looks like your average Caro Khan. Extreme control of d5, but not as much space for black. Looks like white might be looking to fianchetto the c1 bishop, play c4 at some point, maybe really exploit that space advantage.
Yeah, you might know more about the Carl Khan than I do.
I no.
The Carl Khan's an opening that I should learn more about, and Atulia, who's doing commentary with me earlier, is a national master from Texas. His his Twitch username is Can the Caro Win. So he's a big Caro fan, and yeah, he's telling me something about the fantasy variation, which is like F3, and yeah, I watched him stream his match against Berkeley, and he won against the top 3 boards and only lost to their fourth board. But needless to say, it was a very impressive match considering Berkeley has like one of the most stacked teams in all of the league. So expect more from him. I think he's been streaming a lot as an own personal channel, which is good to see.
Wow, sounds like an awesome person and a really good player.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in the chat or not. But anyways, yeah, Carl Khan. I'm gonna have to learn from him, see what he does. But
Yeah. The reason I know a little bit about it is because on my first day ever in the USC chess club, this was like maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. I played in our arena and everybody used it every game. And this is right after I watched that Queen's Gambit episode where Benny Watts calls the Caro Khan all pawns
yeah,
and no hope. And I was like, I am never losing to this piece of to this annoying opening ever again.
mm,
And my solution to destroying the Caro Khan came from an Agadmator video, where instead of playing h4 to try and trap the bishop on f5 in the main line, Mikhail Tal, a legendary world champion from a long time ago, would play knight e2 with the idea of knight f4 and just attack the bishop. And
yeah,
yeah, fun video and a really cool opening.
Agadmator has definitely helped a lot of chess players learn from really cool games. I've done most of my learning on YouTube through the Chess Network, but he doesn't put as much videos out there these days, unfortunately. But yeah, Agadmator is definitely a classic.
I think I learned the Tennyson Gambit from the Chess Network, the one where it's like the Scandinavian, and then you play knight f3 instead of like taking on d5. That's, and then you can like win the queen if your opponent is a buffoon. Pretty fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play the Scandinavian myself, but I know a lot of people that do. But okay, white plays h4 here. They're trying to launch a king side attack.
Yeah,
And
and
black just goes a5, looking at a2 pawn.
I like
So
that move h4 by white, just because, I mean, his king isn't in that much danger still. Maybe it'll come into danger later, but right now it looks okay.
check this out. Computer likes
Okay,
knight d to f5
knight d to, I, whoa,
+5.
+5. Oh, because the bishop on e7 is hanging.
Well, I mean, take. Yeah, the bishop's hit, but also it opens up the b2 bishop diagonal. And yeah, there's also like ideas like knight h6 check, if pawn takes, queen takes on f6. Well, after like the bishop moves, you could sack. I don't know. I'm just looking at the evaluation. I'm cheating here.
How
Um,
could you? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Knight f5, I wouldn't take. I'd play like some like
So
rookie eight.
okay, now the computer likes knight g to f5.
Knight g.
Subtle
Oh,
difference,
oh, of course.
dude. I don't know. I mean, that's a hard move for me to even see, so I don't blame Mr. Pierce here. Wait, did Pierce
Knight.
play? I wonder how many Pierce openings Mr. Pierce has played.
Wait, it's not perk. Oh,
It could
I
be
thought it was.
actually. No, you know what? I could be a fool. I've heard people say it both ways. Maybe I'm actually just like really just making a big mistake. I uh I I called a vinyl in front of a couple thousand people the other day. So don't take any
Oh,
pronunciation advice from me.
it's pronunciation, not pronunciation.
I don't know what I said.
Oh, maybe you said pronunciation. Sorry, I was.
It's all
Never
good.
mind.
Okay, so the bishop's all the way back on a1, which
Yeah,
seems
but
kind of passive, but honestly, it is on the best diagonal. So
that that bishop is so active. That's like a dragon for white.
yeah, and this knight
Like
on a4 is actually looking more the fool. So again, the computer just loves this f5 idea.
knight, which one this time?
The d, well, they're both, so knight d to f5 is plus 3.49 and knight g to f5 is plus 3.29.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
They're both good, but it likes knight d slightly better, probably because it opens up the bishop, I think.
Yeah,
But
I agree
it
with you.
probably
Wait,
doesn't matter because after e takes f5, it just transposes after knight takes f5 again. But yeah, I love this c5 move though because it just completely boxes the knight out from getting to b6.
and also maybe queen b3 could come in the future to kind of target that knight.
Yeah, queen b3 is definitely a possible move. There is b5 from black, and there is en passant, but then the knight does make its way out. So here, yeah, black's just trying to open this up. And I don't think white will ever find this f5 idea, because, like, I don't think I would either. But, you know, Far Octopus has, like, 200 rating point advantage, and they're the side that's pressured to win here. So you think Morgan's gonna, like, be able to simplify down if white never capitalizes?
I'm not sure yet, I gotta say.
I think my answer to that question would definitely be that the higher rated opponent is definitely favored as the game continues because like no matter what the rating or whatever the evaluation is, if the side that's favored by a lot never capitalizes on that, as you start to trade down material, the higher rated player is obviously going to be favored getting into the end game. And already we see the evaluation switch here. So the queens are off the board now. I think the major difference, though, in this position at least, is that this knight on a4 is still pretty terrible. But luckily, black can take on b4 and at least defend the knight with the rook. And actually, I
And
like this
that
move.
and oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, just putting more pressure
One
on
thing that I
b4.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like as they simplify, though, I feel that White's queenside pawn majority will become a lot more pronounced and kind of more of a presence on the board than Black's kingside pawn majority.
Well, actually, I think that the the queenside majority for white, although a majority, I think that like even already a takes b4, like the pawns are actually a weakness, and white is not defending them. So like they're bringing the knights in, and this knight on d6 looks great and all, but it's not actually doing anything, and so black can actually just win material here, and that majority is no longer there anymore. So um,
You
in
were right.
fact, now c5 is actually a target as well. Like we can target it with a move like rook to a5, knight to a6, and the c6 pawn for black is not a weakness. So like, okay, knight there. I would have maybe preferred knight to d3, but um, okay, black is still favored though.
Yeah, well, that bishop is monstrous. I actually like the c2 move, the c2 square. Oh, and that time
It's
disadvantage for Mr. Perk or Pierce. Pirk.
I don't know. Someone in the chat tell me how it's pronounced. Also,
Yeah.
I don't think that this is the actual. Oh wow, wait, what is this?
Whoa.
Oh, if knight.
Is
Oh,
D
you have bishop
D6
takes
isn't hanging?
d6. Yeah, no, but then the bishop on a1 will be after the rook. So the rook is overloaded. So Morgan
Oh,
finding some nice moves here,
wow. This is
getting
how he always
yet
beats
another
me.
pawn. Oh, is Far Octopus is a Morgan guy?
Yeah.
My bad. I feel like someone's told me this before. I've just always
Yeah, it was
assumed
me.
I always assumed Morgan was a female. So that's my bad. Okay, Dare beat beat Quinton.
Yeah, Dare coming. Oh, wow, that is decisive. Plus that plus 18.
So Dare is keeping it close. Florida's only down a point, but there still are 3 games left in this round. Oh, let's go to the Sam's
Yeah.
game really quick. He has less than 10
Oh,
seconds.
Sam has a monstrous defensive task ahead. Looks like F7 may be taken soon.
Yeah, so he is down in exchange for a pawn. But he does. Oh, yeah, knight takes f7, hits the queen, so the queen moves immediately. So now he's just down in exchange, but also his pawn structure is just atrocious. The one thing he does have
Mhm.
is that passed a pawn, but white should be able to stop it or have a devastating attack in time. So yeah, just queen takes g6.
Yeah.
Now there's mate on g7 and
There,
only five
yeah,
seconds. And there's
there's
also
no time to
queen.
push the A pawn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
Miss Mate.
so Usually getting their first point, and this is just what Florida needed. Some points on the bottom 2 boards. So now they're tied up actually. Oh, but Veronica beat Andrew. This is the game that we should have looked at because these are the 2 schools leaders.
Oh, wait, true.
Unfortunately missed that one, but we still have
Yeah.
Morgan and Mr. Pierce. Kim Stud is confirming it's Pierce.
It's Pierce. So we were both kind of right in a way. Maybe.
You know, I like Perk and what was I saying? Pierce.
Yeah. Pierce. It's like a TZ or something.
You know, wait, did I give Veronica her point? No, she's so so. USC still has a 1 point advantage so far. If Morgan can win his game here. Oh, but
Whoa, what happened?
Morgan's down a piece.
Yeah, whoa. Did the tactics come back to bite him?
So let's
Oh,
see.
looks like we got a piece blunder
Oh
on move
no,
40.
yeah, you just simply missed the bishop, and now wait, could he have taken this knight and didn't? No, because rook takes with check. Okay,
Nope.
so
Yeah, this game is now turned.
Morgan
Looks
does
like
have 2 pawns for the knight though, but white is definitely the favorite here, but has barely any time.
yeah. But
But
also Morgan's king is kind of cut out of the game a little bit, while Mr. Perk will be able to
yeah,
move his into G4.
Morgan's gonna go to g6 though, and should be fine. I think a move like e5 is double edged though, because the knight's still gonna go to e6. So yeah, rook to e5 is a little bit better. defending e6, but now maybe white can play like rook e7 or
What?
something. Oh, there's a fork. You get the piece back. No, no, you
Oh
don't. The
no!
rook is pinning the pawn. Oh,
Oh,
but
but
now
now
you
he
get
does.
the fork, so the king unpins, and white just simply
Oh,
misses it. So now black is
yeah.
up a pawn, and white has a weak pawn structure
Mm-hmm.
and
F4 is
up
gonna go
on the
down.
clock. So king
Yeah.
over. Yeah, you can
H.
give up
Yeah.
the h pawn,
Now
but
you're.
I don't know if I necessarily like that trade.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, now I like. I like just King G5 for black.
I think
Just.
this is
Well, I
just
mean,
gonna
not
be a
now, but.
draw. I mean, obviously black is the favorite here,
Mm-hmm.
but I think with proper defense, it could be a draw. Oh, not like this
Well,
though.
rook
the
E4.
the
Oh.
problem is the time. White has no time.
Oh no. Yeah.
So rook
Block with
check,
the rook.
yeah, you block with the rook, and now it's 2 pawns to none, definitely winning for black here.
Mm-hmm.
So USC should be able to maintain a 2 point advantage going into the fourth and final round. So Florida's gonna need a come from behind victory. Here I like this, just dropping the F pawn but threatening checkmate, so white doesn't have time to take it. And now with the rook just completely cutting off the king is able to walk the pawns up the board, again threatening mate, king stepping aside, but now you can simply give check, another rook check, and then promote with check, and winning the game. So Morgan
Nice
getting
job.
the win, down a piece, going 2 out of 3 so far. Very strong performance, only losing to Dare.
And that was a textbook endgame tactic. The pawn fork of a king and a knight or a king and a rook. You'll see that
Yeah.
a lot. So keep an eye out for those in your games, viewers.
This is definitely something you could learn from, but it was interesting. We saw that fork coming up, and the pawn was pinned. Unfortunately, Mr. Pearts missed it and blundered the piece
Yeah.
back in time pressure.
Ooh, looks like we got some game starting. Dare versus Veronica.
Yeah, so we'll look at Dare and Veronica's game, and we'll also look at Andrew versus Quentin after that. I think try to make sure we cover both. We should have really covered Veronica versus Andrew. I dropped the ball on that one, but yeah, we'll
Okay.
see if Veronica, like if anyone on this USC team can take down the national master, it's Veronica, right?
Absolutely.
So we'll see.
Um,
She's the leader of the team, but also the leader on the board. I mean, both Veronica and Derek from Florida are undefeated so far. So this is going to be a good match.
Sorry, let me just look up let me just look up Dare's real name. I feel bad calling him
It's
that.
Derek Zhang.
Derek Zhang, got it.
Yeah, it's on the stream on the scoreboard.
I closed out of the stream. I couldn't deal.
That's okay. Yeah, you can mute. Oh,
Oh, I can mute it. I didn't think about that. Let me do that real fast.
here, I want to look at through Andrew's game with Veronica real quick,
All right.
just to see what was going on. So Veronica goes uncastled.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She
Oh
castled
my
by
god,
hand.
King H2, Rook G1. Wow. That's like an what is it, an Alpha Zero move where it's like you play King H2, Rook H1, then like push the H pawn.
Wait, where did she win a piece?
Looks
Oh,
like
so
the
they
knight on
went for
D7 may have been
this.
blundered. Yeah, knight on D7.
Well, I mean, black takes here.
Yeah, but
Hold on.
oh wait.
No, I think it was this knight F3 check was a blunder because they miscalculated. They saw that they were winning the piece on B2, but they were dropping D7. So, anyways, yeah, let's go back to Veronica's game with Derek now. And yeah, I wouldn't feel too bad about calling players by their usernames rather than their names. Unless they like would specifically like tell me. Although honestly, I feel like most players don't even know when I'm streaming. Or they're just not even tuned in. To be fair, technically when they're playing, they should not be listening to the commentary. So yeah, that is a big no-no. Like when we were saying that knight f5 move for that last player, like if they heard us say that and then they did it, that would be cheating. But we're really not like monitoring that. We're just trusting all the players that they wouldn't cheat.
Yeah, no, we'll
Which
know, and then we'll give you fake moves. So don't do it.
that's actually there's a video that Chess Network did that reminds me of that. Okay, so Dare rook to the c file. Veronica can either take on d4 with the bishop or save the queen, and she decides to just move the queen and keep this bishop takes d4 idea available for the future.
Yeah, this game is going to explode at some point. Just the bishop pairs for both sides are incredibly active.
Yeah, I mean White definitely has the grasp of the center and is now pinning her knight on d5. But Black can easily defend the bishop on b7, and also the knight that's being pinned isn't too big of a deal. I think maybe White is trying to take on f6 twice to ruin Veronica's pawn structure because her knight cannot take back. So she decides to
Yeah,
trade down.
that makes
Knight
sense.
takes. Doesn't this okay, what
Wait,
happens if
that
bishop takes knight? I guess there's like
bishop.
rook d8.
Hmm.
Or actually no, you just take back. What am I thinking?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
that drops a pawn just yet.
Yeah, no, I was miscalculating. So yeah, White probably won't take the knight for the bishop. But yeah, rook d8 is
But
still a good idea for Black.
mm-hmm.
And queen e7 also defends the b7 bishop, so
What's rook d8? Like, what's the idea behind that move?
well, it's just lining up the rook with the queen. But here Derek just brings the bishop back to b1, and now I'm anticipating the queen will either go to e4 or d3 looking for checkmate. And here we have just the knight retreating to f6 covering the h7 square.
Mm-hmm. I like that move. Oh, maybe going for what is rook d1?
Rook d1 prevents Veronica from playing rook d8. So again, rook d8 was a solid idea, but now it cannot be played. So you could have like rook to c8 to take the c file.
Oh, I see. And
Yeah.
then, well, I feel like White's kind of nicely controlling the c file around his own position. So rook c8, I feel it would be a very long-term static kind of move.
Well, the idea is that you just want your rooks on the open file. So the rook would have been better on d8 for sure, right? And she could
Okay.
have done it with the knight still on d5.
Well, you were right.
Well, I mean, I'm just pointing out moves that make sense to me. I don't know if because the player played it makes me right or not, but I think it's just that Veronica might agree with my. She could have also just played it for no reason, and we coincidentally arrived to the same move. Who knows?
Yeah. Look,
But
sounds like we'll need an interview.
I don't know if Veronica. I mean, if Veronica wants to hop on a call, maybe if USC wins, because like if you lose and you like eliminated, that just feels really bad. Although like if she still wants to do an interview, like sure. But also I know maybe some players from Florida would hop on a call too. Maybe we could get both Veronica and Andrew
Yeah.
being their
Do you
leaders.
think we'll see a knight f6 right now just to defend h7
Knight f6.
by
Um,
Veronica?
yeah. So White is threatening checkmate, right?
No.
So yeah, Queen h7, Queen h8
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're
would
right.
have been
Sorry.
mate. So Knight f6 is a passive move, and she had played it before. But instead she opts for g6, and
Mm.
this makes sense, right? Because if you bring the knight back, it's like your knight is kind of just tied down to a passive role. But actually, you know what? Knight f6 is a good idea because it also prepared for like bishop e4, which would have traded off bishops, and also opens up Veronica's bishop on the long diagonal, and maybe she could get like a queen bishop battery of her own. But No, she just goes g6, and I think the idea is that she wants to maintain her knight on d5, and maybe she's eyeing up c3 with either her knight or her rook.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think so too. Maybe, I mean, it's possible that she just wanted to keep her knight on d5. Just maybe rook to c3, knight to c3. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anything like that.
I think what's important to note is Derek had like a lot more time on the clock, and Veronica's been playing this really solidly, and now the time advantage is not so great for Derek. So Veronica really could set herself up for a big upset.
But then also, like, what do you play here? This feels like one of those parts of the game where you have to kind of
Yeah, like
figure out your plan.
Derek just makes this passing move, like long term creating a flight square for the king. But I think Veronica, again, like we just looked over, anything on the c3 square, like knight c3 seems like a solid idea still.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to trade off the knight for like the bishop. Yeah, and she
And there
goes
it
for
is.
it. So she spends about 30 seconds on that move, but again, it's a really solid move. So
Mm-hmm. So I think we might get a. I don't know if we'll get a just rook c1 or just rook e1,
yeah,
because
I
rook
think, I
c1
mean,
to.
you could move the rook, but I'm also looking at this very active like queen d7 idea,
Oh,
because then the rook can come to d7 and hit black's bishop. But you will hang your own bishop, and maybe you'll see like a sacrifice on like g2. But then white could do a counter sacrifice on like g6. So
are you drawing arrows on your stream? I need to go look.
yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Wikipedia saying rook c1, knight e2 check.
Rook
Okay, so
c1,
now
knight e2.
Veronica just brings up her rook. Now there's a trade. Oh, a trade, and then king steps up. So now the bishop's hit, and you can't go rook back to d1. So you have to move the bishop, which means that a2 can be falling.
Oh,
Which
wait, rook
is,
c1, knight e2 check. Sorry about that. Yeah, I missed that.
well, I don't know exactly. Oh, that's a way to simplify, I think, is what Wikipedia is saying, because that's a fork of the rooks there. I didn't know. I wasn't thinking of like, I was thinking knight e2 check first and then rook c1, but then the king could just simply go to like f1, take the knight. But anyways, Veronica is now up a pawn. So, and she's up on the clock now.
Yeah, it
Not
looks
by
like
much, but
Florida may be taking the lead here. Look, I think Sam's about to time. Yep, Sam is timed out
Sam
against
just
Mr. Perk.
flagged, unfortunately.
Quentin has an iffy position against Andrew, and 8 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, Andrew's
But
definitely a strong player, but I mean, if Veronica can get this upset, that would be huge for the USC team.
it looks like Morgan is gonna bring it home against Uglai in a
Yeah, you
in a very well.
I think it's Ugly.
Oh, whoops, Ugly.
Um,
Uglai sounds like a Pokemon.
well, it's just his name's Eugene Lee. Well, I'm assuming it's. I don't think it's pronounced Lie, but yeah. Um. So yeah, unfortunately for USC, Sam loses, but Florida now has 6 points. USC has 7, so USC needs 1.5 points to secure the win, and Florida needs two of the remaining 3 boards to win to ensure a tie. So we could see a tie break here. But yeah, Quentin has like no time. But Eugene has no time either. So it really just, I think it comes down to this top board here, and both of these players now are very low on the clock as well.
Yeah, big time scramble in a incredibly complicated position. Maybe we'll see. I mean, we might see some pressure on f7 in the
Oh,
future.
okay. So Andrew won his
Oh,
game.
yeah.
So now it's tied up, and we have 2 games remaining.
Oh man. Oh, this is tense.
And Veronica's definitely the favorite here, but Derek obviously in uh
Oh,
Veronica's
a6.
dropping a6 now, yeah. But then there's also the b3 pawn.
Yeah,
So
but
both players with
but then
6 seconds. Okay, so
yeah.
he saves the b pawn now. But now can't you just take on a6? Yeah, Derek
What was
takes
the
it.
idea? Oh, maybe it was like knight d2 was an
Okay,
idea.
knight
Not really
here.
sure.
rook here, but now it
Ah,
takes. I mean, both sides now have a passed pawn, but oh,
wait,
knight
knight d2.
d2. Yeah, knight d2 is huge.
Ooh,
Only 1 second for Dare.
and now rook.
Just push the
Oh, but
pawn.
will the pawn race?
Okay, you need to move the knight, and you also need like
Yeah, knight
rook.
e4. Oh, okay, that works
Mm,
too.
okay, so just trading here. Move the knight. Yep. King here. Check. King back. I love how Veronica's playing this.
This is so solid.
Move the knight.
Knight
Yep.
f7. Yep.
Knight f6.
Wait, no, don't repeat. Oh, okay.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah, and I like how
But
that knight really nicely guards the f4 square, preventing any checks right there.
the players are gaining time as well, so this should be. I mean, Veronica. Oh, she forked herself,
Oh
but she's still up a
no.
pawn.
Yeah, this might be a draw now.
Yo, we saw the same idea in the last thing. So okay,
Textbook
let's look
plays.
at Far Octopus and Eugene.
All right. Whoa, what is
So
hyper
they
accelerated
both
dragon?
have 5 seconds.
Yeah, but Ugly is up a
Eugene
pawn.
might. Yo, Florida might have the come from behind win.
Oh man, he had to get that tie break. Wow. How do you stop this a pawn? I don't know.
I don't think you do, man.
Rook d2,
Rook
rook a4.
b2. Yep.
Oh, that's even better. Whoops.
Rook d1 is needed now. A2. Now rook a1 is needed, and now
That's
knight
so passive.
b4. Knight b4, and now rook b1, and that's game over. So Eugene getting a win. I mean, oh, you had to take the pawn there. You couldn't take the rook.
Yeah, well
Because
maybe the idea could have been like greater stalemate chances, like
I don't
against the
know.
queen. Yeah,
I don't
I'm not
know.
making an excuse, I swear. Oh yeah, and that's
I would much rather be down a rook than a queen. But oh, Eugene
no.
could flag. Oh, Eugene
Oh,
flags.
oh my God. The analysis paralysis. Dude,
Okay, so Eugene goes
oh my
down to
God.
time. Morgan gets
Wow.
the win. Oh
Oh my
my
God.
God,
Okay, let's hop on back
dude.
to Veronica's match where
Derek
Dare
needs a
has
win to force overtime. Veronica needs a draw to get the win.
and Veronica and
And it's
wait,
a drawn position. King to c1.
what?
Rook has to go to d8. No,
D8.
Veronica's just winning now.
Oh my God, because that comes with check. Double check.
Oh, and she wins the rook.
Oh my
Oh,
God. The upset by Veronica.
dude, this is just what USC needed. That huge flag from Morgan. Oh my goodness. And Derek is
Wow.
going to be handed his first loss. Oh, don't
And,
take on F2. That'd be
oh, he
stalemate.
tried.
He's trying for stalemate. But Veronica knows. Veronica
Hmm.
knows. I I mean it's not over yet. But
Oh my
okay,
God, that
she
scared me.
has no, he has pawn moves. Yep. How's that not mate? Okay, no more
Okay.
pawn moves. Let's check out Veronica's technique here.
Okay, might be a ladder mate.
I mean,
Yep.
even if she stalemates, they still win the match. But every board point is huge for playoff standing. So Veronica taking down the national master, Derek. She went undefeated, and USC wins by a score of 9-7. So awesome stuff.
Yes, they
If
do. I am so proud of my team.
Yeah,
Or
if
our A team.
Eugene won their game against Morgan, we would have had overtime. So that was an intense flag here. I mean, how close is this to mate?
Looks like
It's
I
mate
don't
in
know. What does the computer
five
say?
is what it's saying.
Sorry, what is it?
Mate in five. I think there might have been better at some point. There's mate in four at this point, but yeah, man.
Oh well, good job, Morgan, for keeping it complicated.
Yeah, Morgan obviously not resigning, fighting on till the bitter end, and getting rewarded with a nice dirty flag, enough to win the match for USC. So, yeah, if any of your players are down for an interview or want to hop on a call, let me know. Yeah,
All
you could
right,
like
let
reach
me
out to them.
text the group real fast.
But obviously, you know, you're here, so you're one of the USC players. Um, what do you what's it like to be like a B team player cheering on for the A team? Like what's it like to you to know that you have like another team that's ahead of you that like do you look up to them? Like do you aspire to be playing with them one day?
Um, that's a really good question. I don't really know. I mean, I kind of just see them as like other people in the club. I mean, they're obviously like way better than me. I definitely aspire to play like them one day, but when I cheer them on, they're my friends. I want them to win, and when I think it's the same when they cheer me on.
Oh, Kimstud, is there a Yale match right now?
Oh,
Cuz
is there?
I don't know if they start at 5, then yeah, but I know Berkeley and Stanford play at 6, which is an hour from now, but if there's a match happening right now for the next hour, I will definitely do that with you actually. So let me know.
All right. All
Yale A just
right.
started. Okay. All right, sorry. No time for interview.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know if we have any interest.
Yeah. But thank you for your interest and thank you for doing commentary with us. I'll definitely have to check out USC's Twitch channel, especially if you take charge of that. So
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what I end up doing with that. I really don't have a plan yet because I thought of the idea about a few hours ago. But thank you so much for having me on as a commentator. This was super fun.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah. All right, I'll be watching the Yale match from the chat.
Awesome. Take care.
All right, see you, Joe.